Hello everyone, welcome back to Flame Edit. In today's video, I will show you how to create this amazing flash transaction in Adobe After Effects. This tutorial is fast and professional. Don't worry if you are a beginner because I will explain every part easily. I hope at the end of our tutorial you will be able to recreate it by yourself. Now without wasting any time, let's start our amazing tutorial. First import your two video clip inside After Effects. I am using two different clips because transitions look much better when there is a clean change between scenes. Now create a adjustment layer. After that go to Effect as preset and search for lens flare. Now I am adding the first keyframe and moving the lens flare outside the video frame. Then I will create another keyframe where the lens flare move across the screen. This movement creates a smooth flash effect, making both clips blend together naturally. As a result, the transition looks clean, fast and professional. One thing I like about After Effects is that every animation depends on keyframe. So always adjust your keyframe carefully for a smoother and professional result. A small tip for better result: don't focus only on effect. Good timing is what makes an animation feel smooth and professional. Watch how the text moves from one keyframe to another and make sure the speed changes naturally. If the movement feels too sudden, adjust the spacing between your keyframes. Now after that, open lens flare setting. Now create the first keyframe and keep the flare brightness at 0%. Move a few keyframes forward to the transition point and create the second keyframe. After that, open the graph. Instead of a smooth curve, create a sharp spike. Animation should go up very quickly and come back down immediately. The highest point of the spike must happen on the exact same frame. Now increase the flare brightness to 200%. This smooth brightness animation creates clean flash that hides the cut between both clips. Also change the lens type to 105 mm. Next we apply radio wave effect. Set the frequency to around 0.3. After that, keep the amplitude between 0.3 and 0.5. Enable warp X and warp Y to reflect. Now when lens flare and radio wave reach their highest point, the screen becomes almost white. Cut the first clip on the exact frame. After that, start the second clip on the same frame. Because the viewer only see a bright white flash, the cut is hidden and almost become invisible. Now I am adding sapphire effect. Now set the amount at 20, then keep the sharpen at 100. Set the blur at 1% and then expand the value to 1. Leave both X scale and Y scale at 1. Now put soft blur effect at 0.5%. One important tip for your edits: always keep your project organized while you are working. Give your layers a clean name and keep related effects together. Also try to save different versions of your project while making major changes. This can save you a lot of time if something goes wrong or you want to return to an earlier version. Another thing I recommend is watching your edit at normal playback speed instead of slowing it down to check every detail. Don't judge your work only from editing timeline. Watch the complete sequence from beginning to end and see if everything feels consistent. Now let's move on to the next step. Now open the graph and apply easy edge to keyframes. Then adjust the handles to create a sharp peak. Keep the rise smooth, make the peak quick and sharp, and let it fall smoothly. This timing gives the flash transition a clean, powerful impact. After that, go to Effect section and search for Gaussian blur. Now apply Gaussian blur to the second clip. Turn on the repeat edge pixels. Then create the first keyframe and keep the blurriness at the high value. After that, move 4 to 6 frames forward and create the second keyframe with the blurriness set to 0. This smooth blur animation helps the transition settle naturally after the flash, makes the edit feels more cinematic. Always preview your animation before moving to the next step. A small adjustment can make a big difference in the final result. If the transition feels too fast or too slow, adjust the keyframe timings before exporting it. Our flash transition is done, and now here you can see the final result. One thing I want you to remember is that every edit doesn't have to look exactly like the tutorial. Use the technique as a base and make it your own. Try changing the timing, intensity, colors, or even combine this transition with other effects to create something unique. Save the version you like and compare them side by side and choose the one that fits your footage best. Over time, you will start understanding which effects work well together and how to create your own editing style. Rather than simply recreate the same effect, try to understand how the techniques work and adapt it to your own editing style. I hope these tips help you to improve your editing workflow and make your future edits even better. That's it for today's video. I hope this video helped you. More After Effects tutorials are coming soon, so don't miss anything. If you have any question related to the tutorial, you can ask me. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.